speaking of streaming, on the other side of the aisle, we did get some updates. So the DCU, the MCU's got 3 shows coming out, coming up: Daredevil, Born Again, Eyes of Wakanda, and Agatha All Along. So they have set the premieres. March of 2025 will be Daredevil, Born Again, and September of this year will be Eyes of Wakanda. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Agatha All Along is September, and they're still saying sometime in 2024 will be the Eyes of Wakanda, which I haven't seen anything on that show yet. So I'm not sure if that's really coming out this year. I mean, I would imagine it's going to be Christmas time, but we'll see. Yep. So they're basically
that's
saying
sad to
that.
Me.
What? Go ahead.
The Eyes of Wakanda. So, like, because obviously my podcast partner, Run the Mega Level Nerds, refers to the first Black Panther movie as Black Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And then Black Panther 2 comes along, so like the death of Chadwick Boseman and them not recasting, or like the future of the MCU was going to be like, Afro-futuristic centric, okay? And it's like not going to be like that now.
Yep.
And it's unfortunately because Black Panther is not the character that he should be in the MCU. So when I see this and I see that specifically Ryan Coogler's doing it, it's like, this is really kind of him like putting a scrapbook together, just putting the rest of the Wakanda world that he kind of had out there, and then kind of closed the book on it. So that's why I'm just, you mentioned Christmas. I was just thinking of like I said, how, Jay, and it's just, it could be way more than it is, but unfortunately just that whole thing went down with Chadwick, and it should have been more. And I feel like this is kind of the end of it. Like, okay, this is the rest that I had for anyone that cares, and there you go. So, excited about Daredevil's probably not going to fight in hallways anymore the whole show, so that'll be nice.
What?
Well, I mean, this is interesting too, because it's like it's saying that the characters of Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock have changed, and their characters are going to collide in ways they've never seen before. It's no longer enough to try to murder each other. There's a whole game of politics to play. It's like, really?
Yeah, they're going to team up and fight now. Fight together.
Yeah, that seems boring. I mean, I hate to be a simpleton, but that seems boring.
Is that going to punch each other anymore? What are we going to even be in here for?
Right.
And of course it says Wakanda History is produced by Coogler, directed by Tom Harris, who's one of the longtime storyboard artists. So yeah, this does sound like you said, Don. It's going to be like, here was what my whole plan for Wakanda was. Agatha All Along sees Catherine Hahn reprise her role from the 2021 WandaVision. Could be really scary.
Oof, I hate that.
Agatha is really fun, but it's really scary and gets quite dramatic. Oh, yeah.
I feel like that shows
when the Disney Marvel shows. Guys, what?
I just said that show. This show is 2 years too late. I really find myself not caring about Agatha now that the Scarlet Witch thing's all fucked up.
Like they kept changing the name. They kept holding production on it. And yeah, it just kind of like died, and now it's coming out, and it's like, who cares? Like, I don't see how this is going to tie into the greater MCU. Yeah. And
like I get it. Everybody liked Catherine Hahn's, espionizing Agatha, which, don't get me wrong, it's already nice because Agatha's, like really old and decrepit in the comics. And then we got Catherine Hahn, which, don't get me wrong, I love your, slightly big nosed brunette more than, most probably. So, but the whole witch thing, like, she already built up how important Wanda is, and Wanda's not even a thing now. I don't see where this is going to go, or that people are going to have an interest in it. I don't. I may be able to get my wife to be like, hey, remember WandaVision back when we were excited about Marvel shows?
No, not again.
What's up,
Hello,
Kassan?
Kassan. You're
Hello,
late.
Kassan. I don't know.
Hallway parkour, yeah.
I'm gonna watch all this stuff, and I'm just gonna wait until
I
what
know.
happens at the end, because it's like,
Right, we've got the app, so yeah. I mean,
yeah,
So
whatever.
is
They
it
already got my money, so what's the point? Why try to build it up? Whatever.
like the Eyes of Wakanda? Is it going to be different stories told through different characters from the movies or from Wakanda that we haven't seen before, or is it going to be a Shuri story? Like what is it?
no, I got the impression it was a more of a historic thing with Wakanda.
No.
Okay.
You know, and I'd love to see it like you know, they introduced like the prehistoric Avengers. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that in the comics.
Yeah,
But
I saw them.
you know,
Savage Avengers?
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like Odin, the Phoenix, the first Agamotto, the first Black Panther, you know. So that'd be cool to see him kind of do some like early Black Panther stuff. But that's what it seemed like to me. It was just like going to be kind of a history. So I could see them touching base on maybe a couple different Black Panthers.
Wakanda Kung Fu Man.
David Carradine.
David Carradine.
Wakanda Kung Fu David Carradine.
Ah,
He's
yeah.
dead. He's dead. Choked
He's
himself by
dead.
jacking off. Yep.
Killed himself.
Too many people have died that way. It's a
That's
tragedy.
right, guys. Just nice and easy.
You don't need to choke yourself to get yourself off.
but if you have to, give yourself a release. Don't be that guy.
Tell that to my ex-wife.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Where's
Hey.
the button? Press the button. We're talking about Wakanda.
did you have a
I'm
safe
not
word?
comfortable with it.
Of course it did. It was Wakanda forever.
Her color. Oh my
It was automatopoeia.
Ah,
Frosty thinks we should move along.
Here's what I want
all
from
right.
all these shows. I want Daredevil to wrap up the storyline from Luke Cage. I don't care. I want.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
I know it's not gonna happen. I want Agatha All Along to have, like, I want to bring all the witches and all the magic stuff that we're not talking about in the MCU in
I
one
wanted
spot.
to bring Wanda back, but that's a whole other story. Okay.
Then maybe they will, because it's like the Darkhold still exists.
Mm-hmm.
If the multiverse exists, then the Darkhold still exists. And if the Darkhold still exists, then Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, still exists somewhere in the multiverse. Which means you could just as easily pull it back out.
She's a Nexus
Have to
beach.
recast her, though, right?
She exists in every reality, and she's the same in every reality. Like that's so she's out there. She can easily be brought back. Yeah.
And the Eyes of Wakanda, I want to see the first Black Panther and then the newest Black Panther fighting in the secret wars to protect all humanity from.
I'd like to see
whatever
the story of his father. I can't think of the character's name.
T'Chaka.
Yeah. Like that would be cool. Tell his story because like they hint at it, especially in the first movie. So like tell that story of kicking the brother out and all, and then him coming to come see him. Like tell that whole story, you know.
And then have it tie in with X-Men 97.
Yeah, actually you could do that.
Why not? Because it's very like that was the thing. Like this all is continuity somehow. So it's like, oh,
right.
Okay.
Even though that really doesn't make sense, but yeah.
Whatever.
That should have been T'Challa. I don't know why they did the T'Chaka thing. But anyway.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.